Hunting with Tinsae, 3 necessities. His phone,
Patience.
food,
He's loud. He's always turning, moving, eating, doing something.
as soon as he sees that deer, his phone goes away.
The goal for the hunt is for Tinsae just to harvest a deer with his compound, preferably a buck. Let's see.
Tinsae just started shooting a regular compound bow, and there's nothing wrong with people that shoot a crossbow, right? He's done it for years, but he wanted to add that up his game, that little bit more challenge. Now his issue is he's so much into sports with high school football, he doesn't have the time to go out there because they're either practicing or homework or whatever, so it's really hard to get him in the field. For this year on the family farm, we always have some deer that are the management type deer. They're either 3-year-old 8s or 4-year-olds that are never gonna be something. Those are the deer that we always target for the rest of the family. Like I got daughters that hunt, I got sons that hunt, but they're not into it as much as like myself or even my son Noah. And granted, if one of the giants comes out, they could shoot that as well. I mean, it's not like any deer's off limits, but some deer that a 3-year-old 10, with that has a potential to blow, we're gonna let him go. And they're all my kids are fine with that. For this year, we're running the cameras, they're out there, the Brownings are. We have multiple deer that are highly patternable. And for him, literally, with it being your first compound deer, there is no deer that's off limit. I don't care if it's a spike, and if he wants to shoot it, go for it. I want him to be successful. And the food plots are looking good. The big challenge is getting him out there in the woods. That being said, I reminded Tim to look back at his previous hunts to really study and learn so that it'll make him more successful. Got a big buck. I just heard one groan. Oh, I just saw him in the brush. He's kind of coming up here. So there he is.
Do you think we should?
Yeah, I do. He's going up the chair quick, because he's gonna come out by that black bush. That black stump is where you're gonna shoot, okay?
Brent! Brent!
He's going one down. Pretty sure you got him.
I was excited.
I think he missed him clean the first time.
Second time.
You pulled back when you shot. You lifted your head up. I saw it. But it looked like you got him. I'm sure he's laying out there. Just the way he kind of jumped and fell at the end. It sure looked like you got him. Good job, mister.
Celebration. The shot.
Celebratory, what are you having? Hold that up higher. When we hunt prepared, don't we? So Tin makes a great shot, the buck goes down. Well, now we're just gonna sit there. Moles is sitting in a stand, probably 350 yards away, but I can see half his food plot, the end of it, which is maybe 150 yards from our stand. And as Tin's chomping on his cookies, playing on his phone, I glance up and there's a nice buck. And I'm like, oh my God, look at that. Is he coming our way? He was on ours. Next thing you know, the deer walks over, and it was the neighbor that shot it. It wasn't Moles, and it's real close to the property line, and I'm like, oh my God, he shot it on ours. Not that I cared, but my heart kind of sank just because I wanted Moles to get the buck, not my neighbor to get the buck, but it's all good. I get a good relationship with my neighbors. However, with Tinsae being a young hunter at the time, there was an important safety lesson to be learned.
This segment of Modern Hunter is brought to you by Silencer Central. Silence delivered.
I wish your brother would have got the one. Jeez, I thought I was going to get him, videotape him shooting it from over here, and the neighbor kind of shot it. So anyway, that's Wisconsin gun hunting for you. The one lesson learned here for Tin is this is why we wear orange, right? I'm sure my neighbor saw that deer when it was standing right in front of us as well, but he would have been right in line with us. I'm sure he saw that we had our orange on, knew we were in the stand. He's probably wondering why we weren't shooting it. But then as it turned, right, you know, and gave him a clear shot, they took the shot, we're safe, the bullet went in the safe direction. Lesson learned for Tin, always wear orange. Make sure when you shoot an animal that there's not orange behind it.
You got something? There he is. Not enough. What else is gonna do? Sweet. That's fun. These highs both hang out high. Okay, give me the story, Tim. What'd you do?
He came down the trail.
Yeah.
I shot at him, took a shot. Didn't seem like I hit him. I think I jerked or something.
Yeah.
And then he came around the trees, and I got another shot at him.
Yeah.
And I hit him, and he curved.
He ran 40 yards, fell over.
And fell.
We saw him at the last minute, didn't we? I'm gonna jump in here with you. What a trade, Bob. Is that the one you saw?
I don't worry, sir.
You see all the wood? Oh, he's been rubbish. I told you he was nice. He's a pretty buck. Not nearly as big as your bull buck, but still respectable. Well done, mister. Good job.
If you're a new hunter that's just starting to feed your whitetails protein, you know, check out Record Rack first, but here's a couple things to consider. What is the type of feeder that you're going to use? This is what they call a gravity feeder, right? It's real simple. Put it all in the food. It's kind of like a self-serve. The whitetails can get it all the time, no matter when they need it. Now, the other type of popular feeder that you have is a spin cast. You know, if you guys have watched any of the Texas hunts, right, they use a lot of those spin casts. What those are good for? Feeding a large variety of animals, but it's always at a certain time. Why is this important to you guys? Well, first off, it's what type of food that you're gonna need. If you're using something like the Sportsman's 20, which is a protein pellet, those have to be in a gravity feeder. Because what happens if you put those in the spin cast, first the spinner is gonna break them all apart. And then second, when they hit the ground, even if it didn't rain, the ground's got a lot of moisture in it, the pellets just suck up moisture and they're gonna blow up and then the whitetails aren't gonna eat them. So then you could need something, if you're using a spin cast, kind of like the golden nuggets. The nuggets are harder. You can put them in that spin feeder. It's still a high protein source of feed. So now I can run golden nuggets. I'm better than corn, right? Because you can use corn in spin feeders. But again, corn is just high in fat, right? It's not a protein source. It's just an energy source. If you're feeding your whitetails, especially in the spring, check out Record Rack's products. If you're looking for protein, Sportsman's 20 pellets are the way to go. Or if you got a spin cast, the golden nuggets.
This segment of Modern Hunter is brought to you by Mystery Ranch. Built for the mission.
I've hunted our property for my entire life. I know exactly where the deer want to move, and some of my stands weren't in the perfect area or spot because I could shoot that far. But for the kids, I dialed it in. I made all the spots where they're shooting 15 to 20 yards, all slam dunk shots. Another hunt comes to mind that Tin and I had in the past. It's one of those times where if you would have left the stand early, you wouldn't have been successful. That's where I think he will shoot from if he comes out or over the slightly to the right a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, not after all the nicer ones we saw this morning, then let him go. Dude, keep coming this way. We gotta open this window. Easy pop. Yeah, grab the crossbow. There's the other big one too. Third buck.
There's 3 chasing.
So lessons learned with Tinsae. In the video, you'll see a doe comes out, a bunch of bucks are gonna go after her and they chase her away, but she's gonna come back. She's gonna come to the food plot, the bucks are gonna come back. It's better to be patient, don't get down on yourself because a lot of guys start moving and then the deer might see it and not come back. So keep your patience, those deer are gonna come back, especially if it's that doe, she's gonna hit that food plot. Yeah, it's a nice one. He's a dandy. He's just eating. We might get a crack at him then because we got does right here. Yeah, Freddie, get right. Oh, you went down off the top. We gotta open this window. You gotta get the crossbow. Right there. Tim got the crossbow up and he did everything right, but unfortunately for me, I couldn't get the harvest shot on camera, and the crossbow goes off and I hear kush, 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 and then you hear that big crash. And anyway, we stayed in the stand just for a little bit. I got down, I hit where he did shoot, right by the scrape, and I take my flashlight and there is a blood trail. So I let Tin track his own deer. And that's the most fun. I mean, I knew it was a dead deer. I heard it crash. I saw the blood, but let him find it. See anything, Tin? Where'd you go? What you got there, Fred? Hold him up. Let's see him.
This segment of Modern Hunter is brought to you by Heater Bodysuit. Keeps you warm or your money back.
A lot of you are familiar with Mystery Ranch backpacks, right? They're one of the best backpacks in the industry. But if you ask me, here is one of their best products on the market. It is the Mystery Ranch bow case. It is made by bow hunters for bow hunters. The one thing I love about this Mystery Ranch bow case, it keeps all my bow hunting essentials in one spot. It's got a spot for your extra arrows or quiver. It's got equipment packets for your Allen wrenches. It's got a big compartment on the outside if you want extra arrows. It's totally adjustable, it can hold any kind of bow. There's padding. You actually can put your cams in here to protect them a little bit, but it's got slats, which is totally unique. So you can move these wherever you want it to hold your bow. It's literally a great bow case, protects your bows full force. It's the same quality as the backpacks, well-made, bulletproof. If you find yourself you're a diehard bow hunter, you're in need of a new case, check out mysteryranch.com for a new bow case. That morning before going out, I told them one important thing in this stand: do not move. There are going to be deer all the way around there. The does are going to come out first. If you spook a doe, the buck will not show up. So you need to make sure you're still, quiet, so you don't spook any of those deer, because the buck's going to be one of those last ones that comes into the food plot.
For this hunt, we aren't even sitting together. The stand he's sitting in, we couldn't have it double hung, but we're only 50 yards apart. I can see everything clearly, and he could see me. We kind of had a target in mind. He was showing up very regularly, like 6 to 7 times a week. So pretty much every single day within 30 minutes of each other. We got in the stand a little late. However, the goal for the hunt is for Tinsae just to harvest a deer with his compound, preferably a buck. So like normal in this spot, the doe started to filter out first. They are eating in the plot. Tinsae's all calm and cool. By that time, I looked up and there was his target buck coming into the food plot. So when that deer got close enough to Tinsae, I could see him stand up. I was worried. He's never stood up with his compound before. So I was a little worried that deer might have picked him off, but he did a great job. The deer never even saw him. I kind of told Tinsae this when we were driving down the spot. Let the deer walk a couple steps so the deer doesn't see you when you pull back, because I've been caught in that stand where I've pulled back with the deer right in front of me and I got busted. So I told Tinsae, hey, let the deer take a couple steps, pull back, and then shoot. After we got 10 and he found his first ever compound buck, we kind of had a celebration. It was awesome.
So he sat there by himself, stayed still. Deer were all over the plot, never spooked him, knew when to stand up to make that shot, and then actually made the shot. Not the perfect shot we wanted, but it was a killing shot and we harvested the whitetail. Great job, Tim.
This is my first compound bull buck. We got to the stand a little late, but it didn't take long for deer to show up. It took a while to get to the stand. I was a little excited. Didn't make a perfect shot, but it got the job done.